Aloha! This is lesson 51 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. The review for today covers the following ideas. 1. Nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of vision. I must let it go by realizing it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place. 2. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this I see. This is not vision. It is merely an illusion of reality, because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize the lack of validity in my judgments because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me, and I do not want to see according to them. 3. I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There is no sense in trying to understand it, but there is every reason to let it go and make room for what can be seen and understood and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I made before? 4. These thoughts do not mean anything. The thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything because I am trying to think without God. What I call my thoughts are not my real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. I am not aware of them because I have made my thoughts to take their place. I am willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. I choose to have them replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. I am never upset for the reason I think because I am constantly trying to justify my thoughts. I am constantly trying to make them true. I make all things my enemies so that my anger is justified and my attacks are warranted. I have not realized how much I have misused everything I see by assigning this role to it. I have done this to defend a thought system that has hurt me and that I no longer want. I am willing to let it go. So here's the first practice period that is a review. Lesson 51 through 60, I believe, are reviews. And we had an introduction in the last recording. So check out the introduction to review periods to see how to use these review periods. One thing in the introduction is that you don't need to go back to the original lesson. These little statements here are different from what was written originally in the lesson, and it's asking you to consider this form now and not go back to the original lesson and see what thoughts arise in relation to these thoughts. You know, the Holy Spirit is starting to be heard by you. The Holy Spirit's always been speaking to you. That you're starting to be able to hear the Holy Spirit now. So see what thoughts arise in connection with each of these lessons and the text that's written here. For me, what stood out was vision. It talked about vision a couple times, and that's really coming into my awareness, is this vision. And the vision of what's true is a vision of a world without any fear. It's a vision of love. It's a vision of perfection. In that vision, the world is soft and gentle. There's no way anyone can get hurt in it. And this vision within my mind keeps on expanding. It's perfectly loving, where everyone is free, feeling free within their hearts to speak and do and play in whichever ways appeals to them. No one gets hurt. No one gets hurt by falling on the ground or by another person's actions. That's really the case right now. No one gets hurt by anything in this world. All the hurt comes from the mind, making conflict and making it seem like we know what this is. We get so adamant and arrogant with the ego, thinking that we know what this world is. And really, all it is a training ground for us to learn to see that we are perfect love. And the world itself, through our vision, will reflect that. And that's what's known as the perfect world, or God's world, you could say, the real world. And when we're dreaming and having a vision of the real world, that's a happy dream. So you can say, my dream has become very happy. I feel like I'm being tickled from the inside from seeing that this world isn't even here. All of these lessons resonate with me so deeply, and I invite you to let them resonate with you as well when you listen to the Holy Spirit reading these lessons for a couple minutes each, taking each one of these reviews a couple minutes throughout the day, at least once, and watching. Close your eyes and see what the Holy Spirit reveals to you. It's all in your mind. This whole course is actually coming from your mind as well.
I do not understand anything I see. I think we have to stick with that for a while until we really see how dreamlike this existence is, with this parade of thoughts and images that are coming into our mind all the time. Just realize that it's not that serious. I don't understand really what I see.
Right. Yeah, it's not made to be understandable. A chaotic world isn't understandable to your holy mind. It shouldn't be. And that's why it isn't. It's thinking that you do understand it is where you identify with that arrogant and adamant ego, which thinks it knows what the situation is. It doesn't know. You don't know. Opening up to a different interpretation is what brings about this vision of a world that's totally alien to the ego's world that we now perceive.
When we take the brakes off the seriousness, then we start to lose anger and conflict, and everything gets way easier.
Yes. So enjoy these practices. They are lovely, and you are beautiful. Hui ho.